Welcome once again to RoadTripja, the heartbeat of Jamaica's roads. This is your excursion extraordinaire and guide, Dr. A. Today our journey will be taking us from the Yallahs community, the town area, moving all the way to the Pamphert community. For those who are new here, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If a new perspective was given to you during the course of this video, please go ahead and hit the like button. Don't forget to share this with your friends and family. If you look on your right at this time, you'll see the Russell's area that we had made mention of previously. That area has been designated as a hotel, a restaurant, and just a lime spot. So those who are in the parish or in the vicinity of St. Thomas and you'd like to have a hotel experience, feel free to visit that area. I have seen videos, but I have not yet visited it myself in person since its opening. But I have been there to enjoy the sight of seeing people eating their food. And yes, the food is delectable based on the accounts of those who were there during the time of my presence. As you can see on these roads, the road network is somewhat under development, but you have to bear with us. Much work has not been taking place. It remains the same since the last time we had traversed this territory. Most of the work has been pushed further down into the pond side, a little bit in the pond side community right on the border as we make our way into the Pamphert community. So as we progress, you can see the terrain, the dimension of the road, and this is just a basic breakdown of what the road will be like. This area is designated to be a two-lane carriageway, but they have done some widening on this thoroughfare. The project is said to be completed by 2023, but we know that that is not going to happen. It's going to be completed closer to 2025. Hopefully, it will be done before 2030. Because you know, when the government has their hand in things get pushed back. Everything is delayed. Inefficiencies are rewarded. But it is our duty as citizens of this country to hold the government official accountable to their words and to their promises. And if they are unable to fulfill the requirements and the outline promises that they had made to us, I don't think that they should continue to serve the people, because it would appear that they are more serving themselves. And this is not based on a party, whether you're JLP or PNP. I don't concern myself about that. What I concern myself with is the integrity of our leaders and the integrity of leadership here in Jamaica. If you say something, you should mean what you say, and we should have the results to validate those claims. We should not be doing things in secrecy. As we proceed, this is the Pondside community, and yes, it is a beautiful community. This is a community that holds most of the waste for this geography, and it is kept there in the pond. So from time to time you may have some rancid smell, and it is just the smell of the salt that would have been concentrated from all the excrements that have been placed there from the flushing and other so this community is slated for 80-kilometer zone, but look at the roads and you will know that good sense will tell you that 80 kilometers is irrational and unreasonable, especially the fact that there are people living in this community. But we'll progress nevertheless and enjoy the scenery. At this entrance on your left hand, this is Loudon Hill. We had visited that community in the past when we were doing the drone footage of the Pondside area, and that video can be seen in the description and also in the tag in this video. So you can click on the link if you are interested in seeing that footage. So since the last time that we had been here, we see that not much work has taken place. This area of dirt that had been digged out was complete dirt. Now that we're passing it again, we're realizing that grass is growing inside of the dirt, which means that time would have elapsed, nothing has been done. The soil would have now found other use, and hence grass is growing. So we don't need rocket science to tell us that the work has somewhat stalled in this geography. However, further down we'll see that the work is progressing to some degree. The idea of this road network is to improve the infrastructure, the road connectivity from Kingston and St. Andrew all the way into Port Antonio, Portland, while traversing through St. Thomas. So this is an important infrastructure for St. Thomas to thrive in the way that it was designed. And we know that since the Paul Bogle Rebellion, everyone took their hands and said, no, we are not touching St. Thomas. And you know that once you speak up against injustices, then you can be blacklisted. And hence this parish was somewhat blacklisted by all the governance that have been appointed, both from the JLP side and from the PNP side. And this is not to be partisan, it is just to present the truth as it appears in the public records, not the ones that are created based on subjectivity of memory. The roads that we're traversing on, they are not in the best of conditions, and yes, though this is the case, this is just an inconvenience that we have to deal with while we anticipate the progress and the completion of this network. It is a hope that you will enjoy the journey with us as we try to make our way all the way to Portland. Yes, we're trying to make our way all the way to Portland. And there are some areas of this road network that has not even been started. So when we had factored those situations in, we came to the conclusion that 2023 seems quite far-fetched for a completion date. Since journeying along this terrain, this is the first heavy-duty equipment that we are seeing, and it is parked today on this Sunday, July 24th, 2022. But we'll tag along. It seems as though pipes are to be laid, but they have not all been laid just yet. But majority of the work that has been taking place is not in this geography. They have relocated and now they are working closer to the Pamphert area, which we'll be able to visualize in a few moments. So as we make progress, we are close to the area where the work is currently ongoing, and please brace yourself to be amazed just in case you're seeing this for the first time. So we have the wall, the perimeter wall being laid on the left hand, as we can see. That shows the dimension of the road network. Yes, and some persons will be trapped in their homes for a little while. And as we progress down on this thoroughfare, we have this great work that is currently ongoing. So on your right, there is the normal road that you would normally traverse on, but on your left, the road that we're currently driving on, is the expansion of the road network. And if you look in this area, this vicinity where there is the perimeter, you can realize that the piping infrastructure is currently on the way for modification and development. So they digged out an area to allow for the piping network to be modified. Now we'll be making our way out a little further to the Pamphert, the main Pamphert area that many persons are accustomed to, right before we make our way to Botana Bay area. And in this geography, there are some homes and some lots that are currently on sale. Some are through the NHG, like areas to your right. And when we reach into the centralized area, there are also some lots on your left hand that are currently pending sale. I think that phase 1, phase 2, those have already been sold out, but you can always check in to verify what is the current status update. So this here is where we'll have to leave you in this session of RoadTripja, the heartbeat of Jamaica's road. As we always say, walk, ride, drive, and fly good. See you at the end of the road. Have yourself a productive